Hello. This past Christmas, we needed a change of pace from our normal holiday activities, so we stayed at Margaritaville Island Reserve. Margaritaville is an adults-only, all-inclusive resort, and I have to say it was a trip filled with surprises, good vibes, and plenty of drinks and cervezas. The resort itself features 350 suites and 4 distinct restaurants. From the moment we arrived, we were greeted with signature margarita popsicles, which set the tone right away. Check-in was smooth and easy. We didn't have to wait long, and the staff was friendly and welcoming. You could tell they genuinely cared about your experience from the very start. We stayed in the King Paradise room. It wasn't oceanfront, but if you squinted and tilted your head just right, you could catch a glimpse of the water in the distance. The room itself was clean, modern, and had everything we needed. The bed was comfortable, the shower had good pressure, and there was a cozy sitting area where we spent downtime. One thing that stood out about the resort and was a little surprising is how they handled the minibar. Instead of it being stocked for you, you actually get to stock it yourself from a little on-site convenience store. It's kind of like a mini market, and it runs on a point system tied to your room key. It was a fun twist, though slightly confusing at first, especially because some items require extra payment and were mixed in with the free point-based options. A quick tip, ask the staff for help if you're unsure. They will walk you through it. Now on to the food, a key part of any all-inclusive resort experience. Overall, the food was hit or miss, but there were some standout moments. The boathouse, which is the resort's main buffet, was surprisingly good. Dishes were rotated frequently, so nothing sat out too long, and everything looked and tasted fresh. Each meal included live cook stations, whether it was omelets in the morning or grilled meats in the evening, and that definitely helped with the dining experience. Our absolute favorite spot was Frank and Lola's, the Italian restaurant. The ambiance was warm and inviting. They even had a saxophone player one night, which was a nice touch. We ate there multiple times and tried just about everything on the menu. Not a single miss. It was excellent every time. Unfortunately, not every restaurant hit the mark. The biggest disappointment for us was the JWB Steakhouse. We had high hopes, but none of the 4 dishes we ordered that night lived up to the expectations. Maybe it was an off night, or maybe our taste buds was just tired, but we ended up leaving and heading over to Landshark. Landshark is more laid-back pub food, and they do it well. Burgers, fries, nachos, everything was tasty and satisfying. During the day, there is a taco stand right next to the pool. One afternoon, we ordered a taco boat while lounging in the pool, and it ended up being one of the best meals we had. Great food, great weather, and even better company. We made a ton of new friends that day. The resort has 3 pools in total, the main pool and 2 smaller ones off to the side. 2 of them have swim bars, which became our go-to hangout spots. Despite a few larger groups reserving chairs early in the morning, we never had an issue finding a spot to relax. There were plenty of loungers and cabanas available throughout the day. Now let's talk about the beach, or rather the lack of one. Unfortunately, the main beachfront was washed away during the last hurricane. You can still walk down to the shoreline via a small path, but there's not much sand to lounge on. That said, if you're up for a little walk in either direction, you'll find accessible beaches nearby. Plus, there are several small huts along the way offering more affordable massages if you're looking for extra pampering. During the day, most of the activities were centered around the main pool. The entertainment staff did a fantastic job keeping everyone involved and entertained. They had multiple contests and events and really worked to keep everyone engaged. They even had a foam party one afternoon. I think the swim-up bar had a lot to do with everyone's merriment. One unexpected highlight was the resort's microbrewery. We signed up for a tour which included a tasting flight. The main brewer, Diego, was knowledgeable, and we actually learned a lot about the brewing process. It was a fun, low-key break from the sun. Since we visited during Christmas, we were treated to a holiday parade right on the resort's ground. One of the highlights was the appearance of the Grinch, and we spent the rest of the trip trying to figure out which staff member was in the costume. No one fessed up. It became a running joke. At night, the party moved over to the Land Shark Bar. They rotated different types of evening entertainment, karaoke, live bands, something new each and every night. It was a great spot to wind down or keep the fun going, depending on your mood. If you are the active type, the resort has a pickleball court and shuffleboard, and for those who enjoy working out on vacation, the gym is actually really impressive. The gym was clean, spacious, and stocked with modern equipment. We didn't use it, but we peeked inside and were impressed. All in all, Margaritaville Island Reserve turned out to be a great getaway. The resort itself is beautiful and laid back, but what really made the difference was the staff. Carlos at Land Shark and our concierge Luis truly went above and beyond. They made us feel welcome and taken care of every step of the way. Would we go back? Honestly, yes. This was a last-minute trip for us. We were looking for something relaxing and budget-friendly, and we really feel like we struck gold. It wasn't perfect, but it was memorable and fun. If you're looking for a relaxed, adults-only getaway with good vibes, tasty food, and no shortage of margaritas, Margaritaville Island Reserve might be what you need. Thanks for watching.